It's me, Cody Lee, owner of BlackCatBooks.org, author of I, the Dragon, Cruel and Beautiful, Rabbit Hole, Lauren Frey, and the upcoming Jaw of the Dragon. Now, I just got done watching the Mario movie trailer. I have actually neglected to talk about my thoughts on the movie because, we haven't seen a trailer. We don't know anything about it yet. I don't know anything about the actors, sans Jack Black, who I do legitimately like. There were a lot of things that could have gone wrong with this one. I was very confident in Nintendo to deliver a quality product, but I have zero confidence in Hollywood. None. I was very, very concerned about what this movie was going to look like. I didn't talk about it at length because, let's see a trailer first. Let's see some major red flags. And now that the trailer is out, now that I've seen it, there are none. I've gone from 0 to 60 on this shit. Not only am I looking forward to the Super Mario Bros. Movie, I think it might be my most anticipated Nintendo product in the near future. I think I might be more hyped for it than Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom at this point, because I think that trailer was fantastic. I was very taken aback at how seriously it took itself, the quality of the animation, the usage of the world, the IP. It feels like it harkens back to the 80s continuity with Mario going to the Mushroom Kingdom from New Donk City or whatever the current canon is now. It has those elements that just kind of make you feel like, holy crap, this is a Mario Bros. Movie. Now, this isn't like the Sonic the Hedgehog situation in which a bunch of people pretended the movie was good because oh man, the Paramount was based. They changed the design of Sonic. The Sonic the Hedgehog movie was never good, actually. And I think upon seeing this trailer and seeing how universally beloved it is, I have not seen a single valid complaint about what they've done with this, as opposed to the Sonic the Hedgehog movie where there was basically nothing good about the movie. This movie, well, first of all, I think it's shaping up to be the best video game adaptation ever. Not that that's a very high bar to cross or anything, but there's been a lot of attempts over the past couple of years to kind of portray Castlevania or Sonic or Doom or the Monster Hunter movie as valid video game adaptations. I think this is the best attempt at it we've seen by far. And I think it's rather telling that supposed movie people like Angry Joe have not done live reactions to the trailer and are trying to ignore it as of right now because they don't want to give attention to it. But it's the number one most trending trailer in the world right now. It's a big deal. It's clearly viral. These people can't downplay this, honestly. You're not going to be able to say Sonic the Hedgehog was better because it just wasn't in any way, shape, or form. And I think the results at the box office are going to reflect that. I think Nintendo, the Nintendo Pictures industry, theoretically could be the next Marvel phenomenon because Cape Shit is on the way out. There's nothing else really poised to really take control of the movie industry because like I said, Hollywood is completely out of ideas and is more interested in pushing woke propaganda. In theory, if Nintendo could release a long string of sequels that are a similar quality or better than this, they could rule the movie industry for the next 20 years. Realistically speaking, they have a whole host of IPs they could utilize. Zelda's the big one, but they also have stuff Fire Emblem. I could do a very good Fire Emblem adaptation. You have Metroid, you have Pokemon, which already has done well in movies, which again people have written off and ignored. I've seen a lot of attempts to downplay the oncoming storm that is the Nintendo multimedia brand. It's funny to see people kind of act like Nintendo's on the way out or the Switch isn't doing very well or that the Nintendo Switch has no upcoming games they're personally interested in when I'm seeing people around me playing Nintendo everywhere. It's become commonplace to be a fan of some or many Nintendo franchises, even among normies, right? It doesn't matter if you're a fan of a specific game or a specific franchise or the entire fucking company. We are all Nintendo fans. The era, I think, of pretending that Nintendo's not for me, I just don't like them, it's going to end soon. People are not going to be able to deny that the Mario universe is universally appealing to essentially everyone. That Miyamoto has essentially built a brand honestly objectively better, bigger and better than what Disney did with Mickey Mouse. All right. Mario's lasted longer. He's been more relevant. He's been more involved with like more technical advancements in the gaming sphere. He's helped inspire and influence countless other franchises. Mario is like the face of gaming. And now we're expanding past that into the movie industry. All right, we are about to dominate the sphere that supposedly dictates what is and isn't popular. And I'm sure eventually we're going to start seeing like Nintendo anime too. And it's possible, very possible. I did not see a hint of wokeness in this trailer. I was concerned. One of the reasons I was concerned about the movie going into this, it was like, okay, how woke is this going to be, right? Realistically. And you can generally get a good idea of that by looking at the trailer, because like they always want to put that stuff front and center, even if like you're not going to see the movie. I didn't see any wokeness in this film, in this trailer at all. It was just good comedy, good action, and a good setup. Like it got me hyped up to see the movie. Like I can't remember the last time I saw a trailer and got this hyped for a movie, period. Like even Detective Pikachu didn't do that for me, right? So I'm seeing this film. It's possible that we might get an example of a film that's decidedly not woke. You know, Mario Goes Say Princess Peach. You know, very trad, very non-woke, very antithesis to what Hollywood says should be appealing to people. We might have that plot dominate the box office. That might be like the big deal this next year. And it might actually erupt into like some kind of pseudo controversy with the SJWs. And we might actually see a Nintendo become kind of a symbol against the wokosphere, right? We're going to have like a major property that was allowed to be made succeed by being allowed to be itself, by being allowed to like remain traditional and stay true to its roots. We might actually have an example of a successful property that succeeded in the box office with no woke elements whatsoever, right? Again, this is just speculation on my part, but this might actually be a big blow to like the ESG and like all of these big names in Hollywood. I don't think the SJW movement is going to last much longer. I do think it's in free fall, especially with like Troons not being accepted, but I don't know, like having a big major cornerstone of their movement, like the film industry, like imploding on itself because of a conservatively made Japanese property, that's going to be a big deal, I think. I'm really, really excited about that aspect of it. But yeah. More importantly, though, like the film itself looks fantastic. It looks stellar, like gorgeous lighting, great colors, great jokes, usage of all these different characters. Like we didn't get to see like Luigi or Donkey Kong or even Princess Peach, but like Bowser. Okay, I don't know what to think about Chris Pratt as Mario. Like I said, I didn't get to see enough of him in the trailer, but like Bowser, Jack Black as Bowser is just like fantastic. I was very impressed with his portrayal of the character. He really came into his own, like really mixing like the comedy and like the seriousness of the situation. Like it feels like a Mario game. It really, really does. And I really can't give it any higher praise than that.